What's up? It's Pedro with Couch Media, and I'm here at Skylark Lounge backstage with Alex Kim, the organizer and the founder of Nightlock Productions. Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going great.
Your name is Alex Kim.
It is.
And you run Nightlock Productions.
I do.
I very much like medieval stuff, and this whole situation that's happening today feels very medieval in a way.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about your outfit.
Oh, my outfit is inspired, truthfully, by Ryan Ross in early Panic at the Disco. He used to wear this vest with roses all over it. And also Vivienne Westwood, and the theme of the show tonight is like a punk cabaret, so I thought that all came in together very well, and the color scheme is very romantic because it's Valentine's Day.
It is Valentine's Day today, everyone. Believe it or not, we are here at a show orchestrated on Valentine's Day, and it is embracing the concept of both Valentine's, but also kind of like heartbreak or heartache. Is it kind of like?
It's called Heartache Cabaret. I guess I know some people are adverse or don't like Valentine's Day because it can be so lovey-dovey, and as an emo kid, I wanted to embrace the angst and also have something that brings people together, and you don't have to be in a relationship or anything like that. We're coming together to celebrate the love in the community. That's really what it's about.
I love that. Not to be, too lovey-dovey today, but...
But we should be, really.
I agree. Honestly, let's do away with all that stuff. I just came out of an interview recently with somebody called Sarah Minto Sparks, and her favorite holiday, which is one of my favorite questions to ask, is Valentine's Day. And I had to ask, why is your favorite Valentine's Day? And she said because it's an opportunity to not just show love to your significant other, but to your friends, to your family, to your community, to the people around you. And so I love that you're also embracing that. I'm going to tell her to be here tonight.
Yay!
Actually.
Yes.
So this is the second event for Nightlock Productions.
It is.
And we're here at Skylark. This is an awesome venue. Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah. How did it go? How is your experience of throwing events going for you so far?
It's going pretty well. I'm still such a beginner, so I am obviously making a lot of mistakes along the way, but I feel like I'm really learning from all of them and trying to embrace everything and taking responsibility for everything the way that I feel like an organizer should. Because I've worked with people who have been a little disappointing in that way, so I just want to make sure I'm showing up for everyone, not just the venue, but showing up for the artists and everyone involved. I
think you're doing a tremendous job of that.
Oh, thank you.
As somebody who's working the event, all the communication's been great. All the coordination has been really good, especially considering it's not just bands, it's also vendors.
Yeah.
And it's a two-tiered sort of space here. There's so much going on at any one time that I'm sure that that kind of coordination is time-consuming.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was lucky enough to have someone coordinate the musicians for me. My best friend, Rowan Woodbury. You've interviewed him. I love him.
I love Rowan Woodbury. And I mean that in a romantic way.
Yeah, entirely. Me too, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, it's he's got that energy.
He does.
I just want to squeeze him a little.
Yeah, that's so true. So having him help with the musicians is really what made all of this possible, because I could really just focus on handling the artists and handling the venue, and so that's been really amazing having him help. And working with your friends is just so fun.
It really is. It really is some of the best experiences, and potentially some of the most traumatizing experiences at the same time. Because
also true.
You don't want to lose your friends over some crazy situation, but let's just cross your fingers that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So does the phrase "oh woo" mean anything to you?
It means so many things to me, Pedro.
I am certain of that. For the audience out there who doesn't know, Pink Sofa Hour, much of the merch and the designs that show and that merch of that show was designed by Alex herself right here. And I could not be more grateful, because to immortalize Scooter in that way, to bring me to tears a little bit takes a lot of talent, and that is as much as I will talk about Scooter today.
It was just such a gift to do that for you, truly to have the trust in having me do a project like that that's so personal. It just meant the world.
It's it's like a tattoo almost. Like it needs to have. Well, not every tattoo is like that, but if you get a tattoo that's like really commemorative like that, like it can't be messed up.
Exactly. Yeah. And all I felt throughout that entire project was just love, and like it wasn't really any pressure. It was just like, I want to make sure that this is good for you. You know. Yeah.
Scooter. If he was still around, would probably be my Valentine's today.
Yeah.
In my opinion, you know. But there is now a new little demon running around, the mayor of Tummytown.
Yeah.
Moog. He's in the promo that we made for
he is.
the date. Yeah.
I loved his little cameo. It was so cute.
He was whining. He was scared of the cameras. He was like hanging out with Scott, like, and staring at him the entire time from behind my legs while I was like shaving. And it's like, okay, dude, like, you're fine. You're not in danger.
It's a friend.
He's figuring it out.
Good.
Something I always get asked when I'm doing these backstage interviews is if you can put your feet up on the coffee table, and I feel like it's funny. Like, yes, I'm the host of this little thing, but not necessarily of this room. I don't like administrate whether or not that ottoman is foot friendly. But personally,
I think this one is.
I feel like this one is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's kick them up. Let's kick the puppies up. let the people know. Here we are. What is our mind clean? Oh no.
Yeah.
It's like having a dirty mirror in a picture. Yikes. What's your favorite love song?
My favorite love song? Wow, I've been thinking about this a lot today because it's Valentine's Day. It's actually I Belong to You by Muse.
Wow, yeah. I really like that song.
It's actually the best love song. Rowan knows, he's back there.
Rowan, you're next.
The French part, the clarinet solo, I'm about it all.
Muse is one of those bands that I feel like you either really got into when they were around, or you really got into after they were around, or you didn't get into them at all.
Yeah.
And I kind of had a little bit in all three in some weird way. They were the first band that I saw at a music festival.
Wow.
Period.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It was like Austin City Limits 2012 or something, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was my first music festival.
Wow.
And I knew I really wanted to see them live. And I pretty much went right for them because I was late on the first day.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Muse is actually, I saw them at Red Rocks in like 2016 or something, and they were kind of the reason why I wanted to work with the visuals in live music. In high school, I wrote my college essay about them, trying to get into art school. And my whole essay was about, like, I want to have shows that look and feel like this, which is a crazy through line to what I'm doing now, like organizing shows and events.
And it's a great segue into asking a little bit more about what you're doing now. It's a very kind of I don't want to say multidisciplinary, but like it mixes art and music and community and the space. So if you had to like give me the elevator pitch for this event, what would that sound like?
I guess it would be that I've been in these communities and it's always been separate. And I just want to make something where we can all come together. Like, I'm an artist and I have done vendor markets, and I'm also, like, I used to be in bands in high school, and now I'm just like a groupie. Like, I go to live shows all the time, and like...
What you used to play?
I used to play bass in Rowan's band.
Oh my God.
Yes.
We got to talk about that later. I'm going to ask him about it.
Yeah. So... being in those communities separately has made me think about how much they just need to be together, and also me doing merch for bands now is another reason why I'm like, we all need to be supporting each other and coming together and have these communities be less separated. Yeah. And throwing
especially
events
now.
Together. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The stronger the community, I feel like the more support these shows will have, and the more successful the bands will be, and the more time they'll have to make music, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The cycle continues.
Exactly.
Tell me a little bit about your art. I feel like I've seen what you do, for Pink Sofa Hour. I've seen what you do for other bands, but you also have a personal art brand, and I've seen some of the work, and I find it to be very striking, very. it's almost I'm really bad at like art history, but I hope I get this right. It has sort of an abstract kind of impressionist kind of thing going on with it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Good job.
I was like digging into my bag of like 3 art words. Like, I hope this works.
There is like a looseness to it because I like to work fast and I like the immediacy of creating an image. So I usually don't spend. So my personal work is portrait painting, and I usually paint portraits of either friends or musicians, actors, characters in shows that I'm a fan of. And what I like to do is like the immediacy of sitting down, creating a picture, and then it's done. I usually don't like revisiting things, stuff like that. Because it feels very like obsessive to me to have to create the images of the people that I'm painting.
And it's like tied to a moment when you've got that inspiration to like do it and you just knock it out.
Yeah, exactly. So that's really what it's about. It's honestly about making fan art.
What's your favorite piece of art that you've made personally?
Ooh, interesting question. There is a gallery show that I do every year. This was my 3rd year doing it, and it's a Lunar New Year show. So every year, whatever the animal is the theme of the show. And the first one I ever did, it was the Year of the Rabbit, which happens to also be my mom's birth year. So I did this portrait of her from her old Soviet ID card.
Oh my gosh, that's cool.
And I wrote a quote from Alice in Wonderland on it because it was also like Through the Rabbit Hole. That was the name of the show. And that was my first time creating such a personal piece about my family. And that was my first time painting a family member also. And I think that is my favorite piece. And it's kind of about the tenderness of a mother's love, which I have a very complicated relationship with my mom. So it was a moment for me to like slow down and like appreciate her, which is really important. So,
that's really powerful.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow. I've derailed all my thoughts with that one. Just thinking about it, it's really interesting. There was like a lot of things I could like dive into there. The Soviet ID.
Yes. I actually immigrated to the U.S. when I was 3 years old. My whole family is from Uzbekistan, so my whole family grew up in Soviet Russia, basically. So that's a big part of my work that I do around like my family and my history.
You said that you do a lot of fan art. What's like your favorite show right now?
Ooh, I'm actually not watching any shows right now.
Okay.
I'm back into the My Chemical Romance fixation.
Sick.
So I've painted Gerard Way like 6 times in the past 3 months.
Gerard Way, if you're watching this.
He is my most painted subject. I enjoy drawing and painting him out of
we're tagging him in this, absolutely. We're making a clip.
He's not gonna see it, but
I will make sure he sees it. We'll call some favors in.
This year is the Year of the Snake, which is Gerard's year. So I painted him.
Okay, that's enough. This interview's over.
And I ended up painting over him because it's also my grandpa's year. But on the painting that is in the gallery, it's a painting of my grandfather over the painting of Gerard. Like I covered him up and painted.
Wow.
So technically Gerard's still in the gallery.
Huh. What's your favorite My Chemical Romance song?
That's an impossible question.
Okay,
but
what's like your top one of the songs that you've most recently listened to in your top 5?
Okay, the one that I really love right now is Early Sunsets Over Monroeville, which is from their first album.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. I love
That's
it.
a B-side for sure, huh?
No, it's just from the first album.
Gotcha.
There is a B-side I love called Kill All Your Friends.
I find that to be deeply unnerving.
It's funny because the song is kind of like celebratory.
Okay.
Like it's like a happy
murder
vibe.
or like
I guess. But that's kind of their vibe, low key, especially in that era. So.
Fair enough. Yeah, there's sort of a weird sort of sarcastic angst behind some of those things. I think. I don't think, as far as I know, if Gerard Way has been tried for killing anyone, but now we would know who we would target, I guess.
Their guitarist is on the FBI watch list. That's your fun fact of the day. He made a song called "I Want to Kill the President of the United States." So
Oh my gosh. Okay, that brings
Sorry,
me back
tangent.
to like no, that's why we're here, honestly. Do you have any questions for me? Never mind.
That's a great, like, it's almost like I have too many questions for you, Pedro. I'm like, are you having fun?
I'm
Like,
having a great time. Look at me.
yeah, like, what do you think of everything?
That's
You
a big
know?
question.
I know, that's why I'm like, that's too big of a question.
Well, if I had to tap into the zeitgeist right now, I'd probably say everything kind of sucks. But
That's too
today,
broad. Just in here.
Okay, in here.
Yeah. In here and upstairs.
It's great.
In the building.
It's so much love.
Okay,
in the room.
good.
And it's not just Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not just the red lights and the
Yeah.
exceptional, cool marketplace with all the lovey-dovey stuff. I think that it has a lot of camaraderie in that space.
Good.
And a lot of different people. You
Yes.
know, it's a really broad spectrum of demographics for a show that is about punky angst.
Yeah.
You know, and I love seeing that.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. Like I feel like my biggest goal is to like create this space and community for people to come together. So that's the highest compliment you could have said.
You deserve it.
Thank you.
You deserve it. You've done a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I've been playing around also with the notion of requesting sweepers. So
Sweepers.
yeah, so sweeper is a term from a radio that effectively, when you are listening to radio and like you'll hear like, this is Muse, and you're listening to 90.5 WWM FM.
Yeah.
And you could say something like, hey, it's Alex Kim, and I'm here with Couch Media.
Hey, this is Alex Kim, and we're here with Couch Media.
Fuck yeah,
Pedro.
She did it! Oh my god! It happens.
Am I the first person who's agreed?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you're the first person I've asked too.
oh,
so,
okay.
yeah.
I'm like, damn, should I?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll put on a show if you ask, you know?
It's fun. It's showtime. You know, that's
Yeah.
showbiz, baby.
Exactly. That's showbiz, baby. We should say that at the same time.
I'm in.
Yeah,
All right.
let's go.
Give us a
Give us a
1,
count
2,
off,
3
yeah.
over there, Scott.
1, 2, 3.
That's showbiz, baby.